Thank you, Baba, for being with us, and thank you, everyone, for joining. Today, we'll be going over chapter 18 of the Ashtavakra Gita. It's entitled Peace, and we'll be picking up where we left off on verse 18. I'll read the verses, sometimes kind of summarizing them a little bit. And then there's comments from Baba's book, his commentary on the Ashtavakra Gita, and I'll read those comments. And then Baba, whenever you like, make any addition or comments, please. We look forward to them.
Yeah, certainly.
And then if there's time, Baba, would you like to take some questions at the end? Or
10-15 minutes, we can try to take 15-20 minutes.
Okay. All right, I'll start verse 18, chapter 18. Though living like an ordinary person, the realized one is quite unlike an ordinary person. For that one, there is neither concentration, nor distraction, nor corrupt imperfection. And then, Bobby, you commented, the one who has achieved knowledge awareness of the self may be living like any other ordinary person in the world, but in reality, deep in consciousness, they are a self-realized yogi, settled in the awareness of supreme peace. A yogi has no distractions and nothing to control. They never become corrupted in their consciousness.
Yeah, this says often people try to visualize from their worldly point of view what the yogi eats, does he sleeps, does he need this, does he not. But they forget that when they talk that the yogi needs a sleep, it is the physical which might need some sleep if some food has been given to eat. During tapas, because hardly any food was there, very liquid food, little bit, and it was totally absorbed in samadhi, so the brain was totally relaxing. So in those 5 years, I didn't have had to sleep at all. But now we do sleep at least for a couple of hours, something like that, whatever is necessary. And ordinary might be behaving eating like normal person. Sometimes it's shown anger also. If somebody is misbehaving or not talking in an appropriate way, we may have to scold them, pull them up. Okay, this is not, that doesn't mean that we have any distraction or any gone out of control. So quickly, the mind is in its place. The moment I stop doing, I am normal, and there's no any shivering or no any nervousness, no confusion. Mind is in itself. So a special focus or a distraction doesn't happen. It has arisen above these dualities. So this is what happened. So many people think that a yogi must not have any, even if somebody criticizes. That is not a right thing. Swamiji used to tell, if I scold anybody who does mischief, their karma will be wiped out. Like that he used to tell. If I don't do that one, Lord Shiva will beat them very badly in life. That type of thing. So getting some scolding from me is beneficial for anybody, even the mischievous person also, even rude, anybody who would have done like that one. For that purpose only we do it. So but in all cases, so we are at peace, the inner consciousness is totally silent. So they try to examine a yogi by the behavior of the physical body. The physical body will behave normally, it will go, it won't be going in the astral body, or it won't be traveling in the sky without an aircraft is not possible. So these are all myths that has been created by many saints' stories. But a yogi will appear very normal. Only inside that quietness and that knowledge, awareness, he is able to impart such knowledge and wisdom. What you have to do if you want to become aware of that truth about which I have become aware. So, like this only.
Baba, would you explain again what you mean by knowledge, awareness?
Uh, Everybody is looking for what the ultimate truth is or what God is. That knowledge, about that knowledge, an awareness is there now. Not an imaginary knowledge, not that something that I will explain. That type of, not that knowledge. Knowledge, awareness means all those people who are looking for such knowledge, that awareness is there for the yogi.
So that's the truth then, because if it's knowledge or something that's in your mind, it can only be an idea or imagination. So it's an awareness. It's knowing that truth, supreme truth, by being that awareness. Or
Yeah, in fact, a knowledge or even an awareness, all this happen as long as there is of duality still there. Then only this thing. But only for sake of students or the spiritual seekers to understand some nearest possible terminologies we have to use. Actually, it is not even the awareness. A yogi in himself, if I tell himself, for people, a human body, a man will come to their mind. So difficult to say what it is. So that is why they called it that.
it's hard to imagine that you're not a person, that you're just that pure consciousness.
Pure conscious. That is the next nearest terminology.
So it's kind of like knowing without any thoughts, without
Any
any.
thoughts? Yeah. Not as an indifferent entity. There is no such a relative experience.
So you know something without having a thought about it. And I think some of the things we'll cover here in these next verses will elaborate a little bit on that idea. Um, okay. Number 19. Beyond existence and non-existence, free of desires, wise, supremely content, that one is not involved in any activity, even when moving and performing actions in the world. And you comment, a yogi is beyond the concepts of existence and non-existence. Swamiji used to say, the truth of the self is that it is beyond existence and non-existence. Like it's there and it's not there. The yogi is wise and always contented, free of all desires. Even if moving and acting bodily, they're actually doing nothing.
Yeah, because the doership, in fact, the idea of the I itself has disappeared. That itself was an individual imagined self which never existed. So now that is disappeared. All ideas have been dropped. No idea is there. Not even that I exist or I do not exist or who am I or I am this. Nothing is there. It's all over. Finished.
So, Baba, one of the, I think the key point here is that the truth of the self is that it's beyond existence and non-existence. You can be an observer or a witness or of what exists or what doesn't exist. For example, if you're in your just, and I think people may experience this in meditation, you can be just consciousness, but there doesn't have to be anything you're conscious of. So that's non-existence, but you're conscious. And then as opposed to something being in the mind, and you're really a witness to what exists and what doesn't exist.
You see, during tapas, we were just practicing by becoming only a witness for whatever was in the mind. Thus, it all got cleared. and only the pure consciousness of existence was there, then the self, totally consciousness merged with it, giving up the idea of the I was also over. So, in the same way, because of the existence of the body, this universe or the world might be visible, but there is no idea about this world in our consciousness at all. Sometimes that's what I have started teaching this also. To some people, it could be bewildered or wondering, "Ki, how can this be?" I tell ki, nobody knows what this universe is. Nobody knows what the truth is. We all have to imagine for sake of understanding, but you should not consider that as the only truth. Apple appears as an apple to you, but if you do not consider that apple need not be the apple, it could be something else. It could be that ultimate truth. Whatever was in the mind, it was the form of the mind only. The other day I was talking, when you have hundreds of kids, a mother, it will be so difficult for the mother to handle. In the same way, mind is the mother, and in the mind, millions of thoughts are there. They are all like mother's kids. And the mind produced small children, and it becomes so difficult to handle. But slowly, slowly, you watch and don't get involved. Just be a witness. When you are meditating, that is the idea. Then all those thoughts will all disappear. By reading books, sometimes people try to think, oh, I have cleared my mind, it is all clear, expansion happen. Things doesn't not happen at all. You just become quiet. There is no expansion experience. Expansion experience is only in relative existence, duality. When you are imagining as a small mind, then this space is all pervaded for you. Suppose you become the space itself, then that idea of all pervaded also disappears. For the matter that is in the mind, for that the mind is all spread. But when you become the mind itself, that spread is over, that idea is gone.
Okay. So, Baba, when you refer to truth with a capital T, you just mean eternal existence, something that never changes. It's always existed. It can't not exist. Because when you say that, for example, if we say that our life isn't true, what we're experiencing isn't true, the pain's not true, the joy's not true. It's true, but it's only temporary. It's not the truth. It could be.
Yeah, the language suggests that's how if people can understand. That is right. That's how I tell this universe has only appearance value, not existence value. It will disappear. Only the self has the existence value. It will always be like that only.
I guess the reality is that in the now, that truth, eternal existence is there, but our mind, our attention, seems to be shifting between the past and the future, between a memory and an imagination. It never actually stays in the middle on the truth, on the self.
Yeah. If it stays in the middle, in the now, present, so all definitions disappear. Only when it is either in the past or future, definitions come, knowledge come, terminologies occur, this or that, what is this, what is not this, is it existing or not existing, is it eternal? So many people keep arguing what Buddha said, what other sages have told. Perhaps, in ancient time, some sages in India tried to call it immortal or eternal existence. Because for a common man, when he begins his journey as a spiritual seeker, existence is very important thing. If the existence is threatened, a person becomes insecure and goes into a conflict. So that's why it is assured first. You are much more beyond the birth and death of the physical body. Means you are neither born nor going to die. Don't worry, first thing. Remove that worry at all, you are not going to die. So then they are assured. So like that, slowly as you take them, as they practice, then finally they will be able to understand. When they see the space as the self, that space is neither it is there nor it is not there. You cannot tell it is not there because it is there, and you cannot tell what it is because it is doesn't anything appears to be there.
Baba, thank you. So verse 20, that one lives happily doing whatever comes to be done, not troubled either in activity or inactivity. Wise yogi is always happy doing what comes to them to be done and has no likes or dislikes, whether to do or not to do. However, if it's beneficial to a larger cause, without getting mentally involved, the wise yogi does it mechanically.
Yeah, like a mission, looking after an institute, we might appear as being working. Even if we don't work also, there is nothing to achieve and no duty that we are not performing. There is no more such duty that we have to do it. So it's all over. The mind is nothing to gain. Whether this earth is there or not there, it's all over. Sometimes they might appear as working. We do work also, like we look after the ashram, we travel or we teach, anything we do for a larger cause. Many people are benefited. 150 people sit and try to meditate and then try to understand about that meditation when we converse with each other. So, and I tell my opinion, try to give them the ultimate clue of that something, nothing, it is beyond all those things. So that is the idea of conversing. But for yogi, inside there is nothing. He has not achieved anything, he doesn't have to achieve anything, and there is no such thing that he has not achieved.
Because there's no longer an individual imagined self.
That's over. That individuality itself has gone, for which everybody dream of achieving something. They want to take credit. Oh yes, because of you this thing is happening. Oh, you are working so well, all those things. So that type of thing is there. Only with that imagination is there. And that imagination itself, that idea itself has gone out. Dropped, all concepts are over. All ideas are over. And what else is there?
So the ego makes us believe we're an individual.
Simply bas, that's it.
Baba, so what is it that makes a yogi to act if they are in supreme peace and always free of desires?
It is not the consciousness. Sometimes, secondly, it is the body mechanically does, or a little bit of sattvic ego, an attachment to the Guru's name or his mission, or as ordained before the final merger, the Guru appeared, manifested, and ordained that you do this. So something that becomes a mission. Though such thing doesn't exist at all now, it's all over. Nothing is there. But still, that sattvic ego takes us, through which others will be benefited, because an illusion of ignorance has happened. So that illusion has to be removed. So the yogi does try explaining everyone so that their illusion, ignorance will be removed. So that is how this thing comes. And often it is the other action which makes the yogi to react. Like for example, when COVID came, you and Victor here contacted Baba, Baba, would you like to do Zoom? I didn't know what Zoom was, otherwise I would have been simply sitting. Then you introduced, this is the Zoom, this is how you can make people sit for meditation. Oh, this is a good idea. I say, I think I will do it. I can do, and that was easy. And that became very popular. 100 people, 150 people are able to sit in their drawing rooms and meditate and then listen to us conversing.
So, Baba, I mean, ultimately, once the yogi becomes aware that they're the self, and the body actions are just being carried on by the karma of the world, I guess, of the creation.
The yogi would have stopped the future for this body or the being born or any such karma. Whatever previous resolutions are still there in iota, so this carries on. That's what perhaps Ramana Maharishi mentioned. When the ceiling fan, you switch it off, then the current supply has been stopped. But for some time, the fan will go running. Then it comes to a halt slowly. Like that, this body goes on, minimum activity. For some time it goes. He doesn't talk much and people take granted. But sometimes I have to shout, then this happens, that happens. Then finally one day this body goes, that means the fan is stopped now. Finish.
Baba,
No other idea is there.
you've liberated yourself, but yet your body continues to serve humanity to try to raise the consciousness. So isn't that just the act of the self continuing to use your body to...
Without binding itself to any imagination, to any creation, to any universe. So that is the idea.
That's liberated.
So now it is totally free, it is liberated. There is no binding. Means no happening in the world, no incident, no such thing can affect consciousness in any way.
Mm-hmm. You're like home safe.
Home safe. Home alone is over. Now it is home safe.
Okay, verse 21. The liberated one, independent, free, without desires, moves about, carried by the effects of past actions, like a dry leaf blown by the wind. So it says, carried by the effects of past actions. As destined, without their own wishes, yogis move in this world. Having total contentment, easily a yogi will have acceptance for the things that happen, always in a condition of being happy. That's just going over what you said before. Verse 22. For one who has transcended the illusion of this world, there is neither joy nor sorrow. With the consciousness forever settled, they live like one without a body. And a yogi, and in the commentary, a yogi moves in this world without the universe registering in their consciousness. A yogi lives as if they have no physical body for their consciousness.
Yeah, is at peace and composed, quiet and keep going. He doesn't have to stand up and dance to show that I am in ecstasy. So no need of that. It's all that stage also is all over. It's all settled peacefully, composed, at ease, quiet. Quietly he keeps going, that's all. And he doesn't even think that whether I am happy or I am not happy. Both ideas have been disappeared now.
So what's left?
Neither something nor nothing.
Yeah, I say that kind of, because neither joy nor sorrow, and actually you've said that the self is beyond peace. Beyond bliss. So it's beyond beyond sorrow, it's beyond bliss. But it's neither this nor that. Okay, we'll leave it with that. Okay.
So, you see, as you come closer, slowly you are, you are dumbfounded and you don't find any questions to ask.
Yeah.
As you become quiet and quiet and quiet, it's over type.
Yeah, as you realize that the truth isn't in the thinking, the truth is just in the being.
Being.
Yeah, that you are the space. Actually, you're beyond space, but um,
Yeah, sometimes I tell ki it is the space because for sake of understanding, but we should stop calling it space because space means for many majority of the people in the world could be a wide place.
yeah,
It
but it
is
is
in relativity to the matter.
right. It is the closest thing that you can imagine with the mind, though, is space.
If the
Avoid.
matter disappears, just one single self exists in itself. Space simply exists in itself. It doesn't have to exist in something else and it doesn't need anything else to exist. That is the ultimate truth.
Yeah, from the standpoint of pure consciousness, space is something that exists within it.
Yes,
So it's pure consciousness is much more than space.
exactly.
Um, verse 23, delighting in the self, the mind, peaceful and pure, that one has no desire to renounce anything, nor experiences any sense of loss. Uh, Swamiji used to say in your comments, to achieve self-realization, you don't have to run to caves or forests. You don't have to give up the way of life that you have adopted. Staying in your own faith, if you simply meditate, you can know yourself, capital S, and become self-realized. Yogis have no sankalpa or resolutions in the mind.
Yeah. No judgment, no resolution. Just like the sun doesn't think, let my light go only to Victoria and not to Agastya. There is no such thinking for sun. The same way yogi doesn't have any that, let my blessings go to this person and not to this person. Whoever has the faith, they become receptive and they are able to receive the vibrations.
Yeah,
They are able to notice, and many people do not notice at all. Many people are able to notice when they have that faith and become receptive. That's why Ramakrishna said, faith in the name of Lord can work wonders.
Baba, how do you strengthen your faith?
By reassuring yourself, and if at all you have to think positively that everything will be all right. The divine is with me. Remember, you are a droplet. Your ocean is always with you. It won't abandon you. You are just above the ocean, temporarily have come into existence. And when you are dropped, you will drop into the ocean only.
The droplet becomes one with the ocean. All right, Baba, thank you. Verse 24. Their consciousness empty of impressions and undertaking whatever activity comes of itself, unlike that of an ordinary person, that one is not affected by either honor or dishonor.
Yeah, mentally no effect, nothing.
Your comments, Baba, you say, neither praise nor criticism will disturb a yogi's consciousness in pleasure or pain. A yogi's mind appears to be void, but is pure consciousness of existence. The yogi never thinks that they exist. Yogis have no reactions in the mind. Nothing really registers in their consciousness. So, Baba, when you say something like nothing really registers in their consciousness, it would makes someone think that you unaware or unconscious, but you seem to be the most conscious and the most responsive person I've ever known. So something's registering somewhere, and
You
you seem to
see,
be reacting to it.
I have told before, we practiced this for the last 25 years in this body that we are traveling around. The beginning few years was very difficult. Used to remain like almost dazed and not know what to react and what to say. If anybody invited, just go. If they asked you sit here, just sit down. They could take me granted, they could use me, any such thing. And initial years, that host lady in a certain country, she would say, Baba, you come and talk, somebody is on the line, and she would call her own cousin or somebody, and then she would also come and say, some devotee was wanting to talk to you, I refused. For both, I couldn't react anything properly. And Ambaji used to advise, Baba, you need to understand, otherwise something wrong happening for this world. It may not appear to be any seriousness for you at all, whether you talk to somebody, you don't talk to somebody. But the person whom you don't talk to, they might feel hurt. They are your devotees. They come, they cooked some food for you, and this lady drives them away. She doesn't allow. And when they went home and they called to talk on the phone also, she didn't allow you to talk. No, she was scolding them. You don't call like this. Baba won't talk to anybody. But when it is her cousin, she calls you, Baba, you come and talk to this lady. So like that she would explain to me. Then it would, okay, something wrong in this world, which I have to be attentive. Otherwise, I might end up doing something wrong. People may not understand, they may misunderstand me. Whereas I don't have any such idea. Amba, I didn't have any such idea that I shouldn't be talking to somebody. She simply told ki it is her home in this way. No, we need to be independent, Baba, that's why. Well, luckily, after that, a couple of years later, we discovered about these cell phones. Now we have cell phone. We don't have to depend on somebody's phone at all. So like this, something like that, for sake of understanding, I can tell. Then I practice, and for that I would tell, taking the mind to samadhi means to merge with the self is a different skill. You have to go on becoming quiet and quiet and quiet and quiet. But to bring that consciousness to the level of brain and apply the brain, it is the brain which helps you to live in this world. It is an altogether different skill. And after applying, do not get involved with what the brain says or what you have used the brains. Don't get involved, it's over. For that only I tell, when the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, the concepts of enormous consciousness created, but it did not get involved with the creation, that's how they remained as divine concepts only. If you get involved, that divinity is lost. Means the purity is divinity. If the purity is lost, you are no more one with the divine. You are into the illusion. You have become a slave to the illusion. You are not with the mothership, mother divinity. So such things do happen. But we practice not to slip out of the magnetic field to the world consciously. Just perform whatever is needed. Try to be careful. Like on WhatsApp, a little bit messages keep coming. I try to attend a little bit wherever necessary. Or at the most of the time, I might simply write our best wishes and blessings. That should be enough for anybody. When they have the faith, their work can happen. I don't have to resolve or do anything. Simply I write best wishes and blessings, best wishes and blessings, or like that it happens. I read their message once at least.
Okay, verse 25. All right. In that one, the awareness is present that this activity in the world is performed by the body, not by the self. Such a one, though performing actions in the world, does not perform actions in the world. Comment: a yogi is fully aware of the fact that in this world, while active, it is all the acts of the physical body. Consciously, such a one never gets involved in the doership or undergoes any fruits or results of any karmas. A yogi remains in the self without any resolutions.
Yeah, no credit is needed, no appreciation is needed, no recognition is needed, nothing. Means all dualities are over. When that imagined self doesn't exist at all, for whom do the credit has to come, for whom do the appreciation has to come, and for whom do the criticism has to come?
Verse 26. That one who is liberated while still living acts in the world like someone who doesn't claim that they're acting in that way, but they are not a fool, though in the world they're ever happy and blessed. Your comments: a yogi never claims that they have become self-realized. When they've merged with that one single self, which only exists in reality, and there's no dual entity, where's the question of claiming to achieve anything? Though they're simply acting and in reality are not in this world's game, the yogi also never claims that they are acting. When such a one sees only the self everywhere, it would be foolish to claim that they are acting, though in this world yogis are ever happy and blessed.
Yeah, not acting also, because the I is not there and the consciousness is not active. So where is the thing that I have to imagine I am somebody else and I have to act like that? One also doesn't happen. Simply naturally something comes and it happens. For a Jivan Mukta, such people are known. While alive, they are totally liberated. They are not getting involved anywhere. So they don't need anything, only the physical body's sake only, so that it can remain to fulfill the mission of the divine Guru. So things are needed, or little bit eat once. So in Ramakrishna Paramahansa's life, this is written. Once he was talking to his disciples in the room. Suddenly from the nearby kitchen, his wife Sharada Mani Devi was cooking, and he got up and started walking. What a beautiful yummy smell! Oh God! He went, and when he reached that kitchen, his wife was bewildered. She said, "Ki, what will your boys think about you if you do this type of funny things? You are talking to them, they are your disciples, and you are talking to them, and suddenly you get up that you get a yummy smell coming from the kitchen, and you are coming here to eat food. What will they think about you?" Ramakrishna quietly says, "Let me keep doing this. For some more time I can keep the body. Otherwise the body will go away." Okay, that is the significant thing that he told, that philosophy. By doing so, the body is kept for some more time, extended.
So, Bobby, we want you to take good care of your body. You have Ambaji. Ambaji is the general in charge there.
Don't tell in front of Ambaji that you want to take care of the body. she loves this body very much. If she is not around, then you can kill this body, no problem. Otherwise, she will kill you.
All right. Verse 27. Tired of thinking about many different things, the consciousness has settled peacefully and neither thinks, nor knows, nor hears, nor sees. Your comments: a yogi wisely never analyzes or judges anyone or anything, or even about the existence of this world itself. In every field, whatever terminologies, identities, definitions, or criteria have been used to explain the existence of the universe, They're all based on imagination, just for the sake of communication. Nobody really knows what the truth of existence is. In fact, by defining, they've limited the truth. That's why the greatness of ancient sages that's the greatness of ancient sages who were self-realized. They use a beautiful word, ananta, meaning boundless or unlimited, for the ultimate truth. Thus, aware of this truth, a yogi would have become silent and neither thinks nor knows anything of this world, but is totally contented and at peace.
Yeah, so like this, you see, yogi is contented and doesn't have any such ideas to carry on and what is happening, no such imaginations coming. So, like that is what happens. I don't know, what were you asking? Did you ask anything?
No, not yet. But Baba, once a self-realization happens, you say that the true self-realization happens only one time. Once fully realized, that's when self-realization happens. And you said that you don't come down from that. You can't fall from that. Is that true?
Yeah, once you settle down into that one, you are totally absorbed, and then you won't come out. That is what is liberated. But in the middle itself, by having a glimpse, if some people think that they have obtained that, then they can fall off. They can get attracted to this world, many type of things. But the yogi will not. It will not happen to the yogi. It will be just minimum active. He is not interested also. See, yogi doesn't know how to talk very colorfully. Many people, when they come, they tell their experiences. Sometimes I try to tell them, to encourage them, oh, this is very good, yes, continue. You have to continue more. Take care that you have to become more quiet and quiet. More than that, I cannot talk very colorfully to influence them, inspire them, or encourage them. So some of them may misunderstand me. Oh, this yogi doesn't recognize my sadhana. He doesn't appreciate me well. He doesn't talk very nicely. So this is no. He doesn't know anything. They would simply go away. It can happen. But I don't know what else to talk. I don't know how to talk colorfully. Oh, you are achieving this thing. You are reached this stage, that stage, this dimension. So many things people talk. I don't have any such concept at all. These dimensions and stages, nothing. I tell them I simply became quiet and you also become quiet. That is all. There is no need that you need to count any stages or what is going to happen, any dimensions. That is nothing. You just become quiet. That is all needed.
Baba, was there at what point in your tapas had you reached the state of no return, that permanent self-realization? Because I'm sure you began to have experiences of that, something like that. But there was a point when it was finished, couldn't go back.
One thing a little bit clue, when manifestations happen about good, bad, our consciousness did not react. So by then, the consciousness had forgotten about its imagined self. It would never think that something is happening to me, why this is appearing to me, why I have to talk. This type of things all stopped totally. So when that I stopped, I think after that everything stopped. All ideas got dropped at all. And no definitions were there. What it is not, why it is, all this had gone. So I think that was the stage when after that it didn't drop at all. Afterwards I've been teaching 25 years, traveling and teaching many type of hundreds and hundreds of different questions about myths. Devotees, I have 10 times, 100 times I have told them, they come back with again another mythical question. I insist them, this is not the thing, this is not the thing. You just have to become quiet.
Well,
So thus
Baba,
it stops.
during your tapas, Swamiji was taking you around through some lokas and different celestial kind of experiences, and you said that he said something like, "Be careful, don't get attracted to any of this, or you could be here a long time." And you said, "I don't want to be. I'm done. I want to go back." And
Yes, yeah, because if you get to see such manifestations, then if any imagination is generated, you will have to go through that only. Otherwise, there is no need. A lokas means people can get excited, and there is no need to go for lokas when you have seen the divine. So why do you need a loka created by the divine, which is an illusion, which does not exist at all? So it won't. Here itself, when you are becoming quiet and you are there, so why do you need to go to another loka and create an excitement and then again do the tapas? There is no need. So you are already there. So that awareness comes. So then you don't get attracted to any visions, any such experiences, and then all such experiences and visions get dropped. Simply quietness. That that is what the vairagya, what Adi Shankara repeatedly uses of jnana, bhakti, vairagya, knowledge of the ultimate truth, self, and bhakti. You become devoted to that cause, and vairagya is detachment for the unreal, which does not exist at all. Like Swamiji also used to teach this detachment, vairagya. Even if God appears and offers to you so many things, refuse, because whatever God can give you, it will not have any happiness, because happiness is in God only. Ask for God only. And that means the merger, final dropping of the individuality. I should not be there. If I am there, I will need something. So if I am gone, the need of anything is gone, finished. The bamboo is not there. There is no worry that a flute will be made and that disturbing sound will come. Means this is an old saying in our languages, that this person is shouting unnecessarily. So his voice box is gone, so he won't be able to shout anymore, don't worry.
Baba, that I though hasn't exactly disappeared. It's become infinite.
So that idea also gone, because it never was there to disappear actually.
That was
Okay.
the illusion that it had become a drop.
Illusion. It was only an illusion, and the disappearing was also an illusion.
Mhm. All right, Baba.
Yeah, if there are any questions, we can take. Uh,
Thank you, Baba.
okay. Thank you, Agastya. It was nice conversing with you always.
Pranams, Babaji.
Yes.
Babaji, it's always very inspiring to see your love for Swamiji. And and there's always a question. Babaji says that for the 20 years that you've stayed in ashram from a very young boy of 19 years, there was no other thought um, outside of love for Swamiji. Nothing came, all acceptance was done. Then it is bewildered. I get bewildered with the idea that Babaji was saying that there must still be some ego which Swamiji was constantly guiding you to get rid of. Would Babaji know that what could be that ego when the acceptance and love were so strong?
You see, for 20 years, the mind was getting purified. It was giving up all ego and quietness. But yet, something in the subconscious state could have been there. So when the tapas was done and the mind became to the samadhi level, that manifestation of certain things happened as a final test. You know, you all have got in your examination academically, preliminary round examination and the final examination come. The final test happens whether the consciousness will come into existence, become a mind or get attracted to any of these things. So that will be the strongest, most tempting, if it is a tempting, amazing tempting, ordinary human being cannot resist at all. Such type of manifestation will happen. Or the threatening also, any courageous person will get bewildered, threatened, or will get frightened, what you call. But in all those things, threatening things, the vairagya, let it go. If it has to go, it's finished. I don't know whether I am there, I don't know whether I am realized or not, also nothing like that. Or any such temptation, no, not this. Not to be reborn, that is the thing. Which any such experience which can disturb this, not to be reborn, is not welcome. That conviction was there. So that final test was done in the 5 years, I think. So then it's over. Now you are ready to go to the world. The Guru said like that. You will not be attracted to this world. You are ready to teach. You are reached that stage where you can teach others.
Got it. And Babaji, one sneaky question. How does a guru realize there is ego in the disciple?
You see, the Guru, this is a very small thing actually. By watching a person's behavior, he watches the mind also. Not necessarily he needs to penetrate to the mind. Just by watching a person, ordinary human being, they can hold themselves only for a short while. Very soon they will show their colors. Means this is the general saying. No need to misunderstand. For anybody, whatever they are used to, whatever they are habitual to, they will come out with that color. So that's, the Guru is now very focused, mentally very sharp also, applying brain. So that's how it's easy. Okay.
Thank you,
Okay,
Babaji.
good luck. Blessings.
Pranam, Babaji. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Babaji, so I was traveling and to deepen my yoga practice. So today I was sitting in a group of some 15 new people, and
Okay.
we were all sharing our stories and everything. And I was getting anxious. I do in new groups, so I decided let me just pay apt attention to what everybody is saying. And in that process, I realized that my thoughts really stopped. Nothing was coming. I was just able to pay attention to what everybody was saying. And there was a lot of peace and confidence that came. And there came a moment when nobody was talking. And then I thought, okay, what to focus on now? And then the idea of let me try to focus on the space itself came. And the second I did that, I understood, I had this feeling of this is what it means to focus on the divine. When there was nothing else to focus on, my thoughts weren't coming. So I was like, what to focus on now? And then it naturally went to the space. So it
Very
just
good.
felt,
This is what is needed. You continue because of the practice of silent meditation. This awareness is coming. Gradually, it will develop and it will cultivate, it will sit in you, and thus the elevation of the consciousness will happen. Then when you are focusing on the space, you are focusing on the divine. Eventually, one day, merger with the space, you will become the space.
yes, Baba, thank you so much. That's what I wanted to stay in there as long as possible. And you could predict thoughts are going to start coming again soon. But yes, Baba, thank you.
Hey, Baba. Question. So when I meditate, so there's the state of the thoughts are going away, and then what? So I hold that state for a while, and then is anything supposed to happen, or just hold it like that, or what?
No, do not expect anything else to happen. Quietness, serenity, supreme peace will descend. These are the real experiences. And just practice so that naturally you are always like that. When the thoughts are going away, that's good. Nothing else has to happen there. Do not expect anything else. Then imagination will occur, such a thing will come. Just practice remaining quiet. That is all. In that quietness, you will experience enormous peace, amazing peace. And that is the real experience. And contentment. You won't have any need of anything at all. These things will descend. So that is what you have to practice so that naturally it is always there, right?
So that's the idea, to be in that state all the time.
Yeah. Yes.
To just
That is the
prolong it.
liberation. That is the liberation.
And you just mentioned earlier that there's a skill set of merging the samadhi with the brain or something like that.
And now the consciousness, individual consciousness, will merge with the supreme consciousness. So keep practicing to remain as quiet as possible in the meditation. So there is no other target. You don't have to see anything else.
I see, and that's gonna happen naturally. Then your consciousness is gonna merge.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Babaji. I had a question about the Guru Tattva, like Babaji as the Guru operates kind of differently than just Babaji as the man? Or do you understand what I'm saying? On different levels? Is that the case?
And now you see, when you suppose you love Babaji as a guru and develop faith, that faith will work for you automatically. I don't have to be active in any level at all. I just remain in the self. But the vibrations are flowing in all directions. When you have faith that it's your guru who will take care of you, then your mind will become receptive and will be able to receive those vibrations. That is what will work. It is known as automatic divine activity.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm afraid of the last step in gaining enlightenment. What I think that this moment will never come to me. What should I do?
You have to quieten your mind. Mind needs to become silence. Then the consciousness of existence, which is infinite, you will feel that. Then you go on continuing. One day it will merge with the ultimate truth, that is the divine. Then self-realization happens. So you just continue. You will achieve peace and contentment. So that will be very helpful. Naturally, you will be able to have that peace. And happily, you will be living in this world. You will be working as a normal person. Whatever happens, it will be acceptable for you.
Thank you very much.
Blessings.
Thank you, Babaji, for being there. I have a question. When I concentrate on the between the eyeballs, then I become I get more thoughts. When I concentrate on the space, then I become less thought and feel also the oneness with the space.
Good, you can practice that, concentrating on the space. That is very good for you. It is no problem. So then
it is,
you will feel the oneness. You practice more and more so that all thoughts will go away. Then you will feel that you are one with that space.
So
that
instead instead of then focusing on the between the eyeballs, between the eyes, then is it okay to concentrate on the space?
Yes. Okay. It is okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Baba.
Okay.
Pranams, Babaji. I was wondering, before tapas, or before you did tapas, did you still have a sense of the I, or was it kind of a very small sense or intermittent? And it was only after tapas that the I completely dissolved?
It could have been there in a smaller way, like a surrendered dust of the lotus feet of the master, but that also I didn't notice because I was preoccupied with whatever the master had ordained me to do. Work, we used to be so busy, or if I was not busy in the work, I used to be practicing meditation, so like that. But I can say that it would have been there, a small ego. So that got totally erased when the tapas was done for 5 years. That was the culminating of all such things.
Thank you.